Namaste, I'm Archana. A warm welcome to you. Today we're going to be doing asanas that can be used as different transition poses, especially if you're doing Vinyasa form of yoga or any type of flow yoga. This is beneficial for beginners as well as if you attend public group classes where everybody is at a different level. To keep it simple, I've divided this into beginners, intermediate and advanced. So we are going to begin all the three levels by coming onto our palms and knees and do 3 transition poses. For the first one, if you're a beginner, if you're new to yoga or any form of exercise, so this is where you start with. Come on to your knees. Knees are below your hips, toes behind your knees, palms nicely spread wide, wrist below your shoulder. This is your tabletop position. From here, I'm going to come down to lying. So I'm going to come here onto my belly. We're going to go to Ashtanga Namaskara, wherein your toes, your knees, your palms, your chest and chin is on the mat. So what we do is we're going to be lifting our belly off the mat, seat towards the ceiling, chin or forehead. Stay here. From here, you're going to just come on flat onto your belly. Palms below our shoulders, slowly come up to Bhujangasana. You can stay low for baby cobra. Once you're comfortable in your back, you can move all the way up to your Bhujangasana. Then engage your toes, come back to your tabletop, and then you can come to mountain pose. Feet is together. Your heels initially may stay up and eventually with practice will stay flat onto the floor. We're going to keep our ears and arms in line and palms are nicely firmly on the mat. This is your mountain Parvatasana. I'm just going to come back onto my knees and either rest in Shashankasana or extended child pose, or I can also walk forward and bring my right foot between my palms. So you can transition. This is just an example. You can, from those 3 poses, you can come either here to Padahastasana, Anjaneyasana, anything. So I'll give you a couple of examples. The other way of doing this, especially the Ashtanga, once you get stronger, still in the beginner's level here is stay here onto your mat. Toes are engaged, knees are on the mat. Elbow crease is pointing forward. Keep it nice and close to your body. And then slowly bending your elbows, keeping it close, lower onto the mat. Chin or forehead, and then drop your chest. So again, toes, knees, palms, chest, chin or forehead. And from there you can move to Bhujangasana. Come back directly, move into your Parvatasana later. You don't have to come to your palm and knees. From here, once you feel stronger, we'll do the intermediate level. Here we're going to be using the Chaturanga Dandasana, plank pose, or it's also called the Falakasana. Then we're going to Urdhva Mukha Shvanasana, Adho Mukha Shvanasana. So again, back onto my palms and knees. From here, I'm going to engage my toes, lift. If I want, I'm going to take my palms slightly ahead. Here, my gaze is at the front of your mat. Staying here. This is your Chaturanga Dandasana or plank. I'm going to drop my belly towards the mat. My gaze is forward. So now I'm on my toes and my palms. Urdhva Mukha Shvanasana. You may see this generally in the Ashtanga series of asanas, the primary series. And here again, heels can stay up. Legs are slightly wider than Parvatasana. Heel is off the mat initially and slowly you may be able to drop it down. Now my ears are in line with my arms, but I'm going to go further. Stretch, nice stretch in my shoulders. Chin in the direction of my chest, My gaze is at my navel or at my toes. Staying here, breathing in and breathing out. Push your seat up towards the ceiling. To begin, your knees may stay slightly bent. Bring your belly towards your thighs. Even this is okay. From here, I'm going to step my right leg forward. Breathing in, reach all the way up to Anjaneyasana Asana. Or you can just stay on the floor here in Asana. Your choice. Just bring my knees back. Stretch here for a second. Breathe in. Breathe out. Now, once you're comfortable with this set of asanas, we'll move to the next one. Here we're going to be using, it's similar, but we're doing a lower Chaturanga Dandasana and then Urdhva Mukha and Adho Mukha. There's very slight difference where we change the intensity a little more. Back onto our palms and knees. Here, I'm going to engage my toes. Palms are nice and wide, elbows forward. Elbow crease forward. And then I'm going to bend and go low to my low plank, Chaturanga. Come all the way up, Urdhva Mukha. Here everything else remains the same. The only thing is we are not on our toes, but on the front of our feet. Gaze up, just on your palms and on our feet. Now engage your toes, pull the navel in, legs are nice and wide. Here again, depending on how you feel, you can drop your heels to the mat. Bring the forehead close towards the floor or the mat. Nice stretch in your shoulder, chin to chest. Gaze either at your toes or your navel. Stay here in Adho Mukha Svanasana. From here, we're going to transition into Supta Kapotasana or pigeon pose. This is just an example. Reach your leg up, right knee behind your right palm. Reach your hands forward, forehead onto the mat. Here, these are just different positions, poses that you can come to, different asanas that you can come to. Now come back, rest onto your knees. You can stay in extended child pose, breathing in and breathing out. This is just one simple way of using asanas as transition poses when we are at different levels in our yoga practice. One thing for you to remember is try and see that your alignment is right. We may all not look the same when we are doing different poses, but it's important to keep in mind how we align different parts of our body. And once you're comfortable doing at that level, you can always keep progressing to the next level. Thank you so much for joining me in today's practice. I hope this video was helpful. For more content like this, please like and subscribe. I would also like to hear from you in the comments below on how you felt when you use these different levels of poses in your own practice. Namaste.